AskOyinkan here, and today's video is all about Monique. The icon Monique said, stop wearing bonnets. Get it together. Get your life together and stop wearing bonnets, okay? It's a quick thought video for you. Okay, before we get started, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications as well. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all those places everywhere. Today I'm giving you a lime green button-down top situation or whatever, and we're doing the gray dashing earrings. Check these earrings out, link down below at my accessories line. Thank you so very much. Monique said stop wearing bonnets outside. She is fed up. She is tired. Sweet babies. Okay, so here's my here's the conversation. When I was a little girl, right? My father did not let me leave the house if I was not presentable. And I'm talking about to go outside and play. My hair had to be combed, right? My father did not let me get fingernail polish before I was even I was a teenager, before I had fingernail polish on my nails. And when I did get fingernail polish on my nails, my father would say it's either on or off. You could not have no chipped nails, baby. He didn't play that. And he said, when you leave out the house, you got to make sure, you're representing yourself. Okay. So I always held on to that, right? And I remember when I first started working out, I would put on any goddamn thing. I didn't care if it matched. I didn't care because I really wasn't there. And my husband says to me, when you look good, you feel good. He said, so try putting yourself together before you go work out and see how you do on your workout. And guess what? The shit worked. I liked my little workout outfits, right? Yes. I like my little pieces. I like them. I feel like, you put your little things on and you be presentable and you go out and get that thing together. Okay. Well, now here's my question. It's something that's puzzling me. And I'm like, what's happening with us? Because oftentimes I see our young, beautiful sisters out there and some of our older, beautiful sisters out there, and they have on these goddamn bonnets. They have on bonnets. What is that? Like, when did we get to that? When did we get to that? And when was that okay? I have a bonnet. Please hear me. I have 3 of them. And those bonnets are for when I take my shower. Those bonnets are for when I might be getting ready to lay down and take a nap, and I got to put it on because I don't want my hair to be on a cotton pillowcase. That's what those bonnets are for. When did the bonnets become a part of the goddamn outfit? When did we start doing that, y'all? And why are we letting that just be acceptable? And is it just being lazy? Like, why can't we take the time out to comb our goddamn hair? Why aren't we taking the time out to put ourselves together? I'm seeing sisters at the airport in bonnets and slippers. Well, f it, just wear your whole pajamas. Like, just don't even, like, what are we doing? So my question is, and I don't even know if it's a question, as a 53-year-old woman, are we, as the sisters that's half 100, having these conversations with our babies? Are we seeing our young sisters in the street and saying, hey, come here, sweetness, that's not what you doing? Here's the thing. I wouldn't wear a bonnet outside. I disagree with wearing bonnets outside, but if I see other people wearing it, I don't really care. But I would not do it. And if my friend were going out with me or running errands with me, I would be like, you want to change that? You sure you want to go out? You sure? We could, like, I would try to convince her. I would try to convince her not to wear it on her head. But I'm just that type of friend who likes my friends to be always well put together. I understand that comfortability is a priority for many people as well. So I get it, and for some people, being comfortable is wearing a bonnet on their head. And who am I to say no? Who am I to say, what are you doing? Like, honestly, it is what it is. You want to wear a bonnet, but don't be mad when you're treated differently at different places, at these different stores or wherever you running errands to, or at an airport, because you're wearing a bonnet. Because let's be realistic. People treat you according to how you present yourself. I get it, it sounds crazy, but that's literally life. Like, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself, when you look like you really care about your appearance,
People treat you according to that. There's a saying, I forgot whose quote this is, but there's a quote, you can find it online, that says, dressing well is a form of good manners. I believe that dressing well is imperative, but if you're running errands, it's different. I'm not saying you need to be dressed to the nines when you're running errands, beat down in the face and whatnot. I'm not saying do that, but what I am saying is don't wear a bonnet. Don't wear a bonnet, right? Maybe if you're going to the, you know how when you're doing your hair, maybe you run out of braiding hair and you're like, oh my gosh, let me just run to the beauty supply store real quick and pick up some braiding hair. I can understand that. Maybe I can understand that. I don't know, but a quick boom, boom, get out the car, go in the store, go back in the car, boom. But running errands with an S, like plural, running errands, don't do that. Don't do that. But if you do, I sleep at night. Like, I'm not thinking about y'all. I'm not thinking about you wearing a bonnet. I really don't really care. But if you were to ask me if you should, I'd tell you not to. Presentation matters, and people will treat you how they view you. And a lot of times how they view you is how you present yourself. That is just facts. It's just how life is. I don't want my black woman to be treated even worse than we already get treated. Like, black women get the short end of the stick in a lot of situations. And some people feel like this is an attack on black women. I highly disagree. I highly, highly disagree. This is not an attack on black women. It's not. If anything, I think it's looking out for black women. Like, hey, look your best. Hey, look more polished. Hey, look like you care about your appearance, and hopefully you'll be taken more seriously while you're out. I don't view that as an attack. I view that as, yo, thanks for looking out. I view that as you looking out for me. If someone told me, hey, you need to spruce up a bit, or whatever the case, and they, especially if they say it with love, like, I would not take offense to that. I would just be like, all right, cool. And I'm a straightforward person, so you can just tell me straight up X, Y, Z, and I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, people are so sensitive. People are so sensitive. They're like, oh, it's a black matter. Oh, everyone wants to police how black woman looks, and that's not the case. You are being looked out for. This is love spewing out of Monique's mouth. I don't see it as her attacking black women.
And this young lady made a post the other day, and I'm like, she missed this man's point. And she had on her bonnet. And she was saying that she was at a store, and a brother came up to her and said, you know, sis, y'all oftentimes complain about, you know, men don't approach you and men don't seem interested and you can't find a good man. He said, but who wants to meet a woman with that on her head? And I think she took offense to it, but that brother was telling her the truth. Do you think when you go into a store and you look like motherfucking why, somebody's gonna be interested? Now they might look like motherfucking why too. So now y'all two question marks. Why and why? Why? So all I'm asking you, my sweet babies, is can we get back to some pride in our community? Can we get back to self-loving and self-care? Can we get back to that? Because I'm watching some things that just makes me go, wow. And I know sometimes my baby girl be like, that's not your business. I'm like, yes, it is. I'm great, make it my business. I'm getting ready to tap this baby. We were in a store one time, one of the chain stores. And we were going back towards the dressing room, and I saw this young lady in her goddamn socks. Do you remember that? She had just her socks. And looked like she just got up out of bed and said, I'm going to go to work. And I had to tap her. And I had to say, young lady, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And that young lady looked at me and was like, what?
I believe bonnets are for sleeping. Bonnets are not for going out of the house. I don't even think bonnets are for the airport. I'd rather you wear an actual scarf on your head. There's many alternatives to a bonnet. You can wear a hat. You can wear ankara on your head. Like, you really don't have to go settle for wearing a bonnet outside. You don't. No, you don't. I just believe you never know where your blessings are because you're not God, period. So why not always look your best, or at least look presentable in some form of fashion, because you never know how God is going to bless you wherever you go. And this is not for the sake of others. This is for yourself. This is for yourself, because let's face it, some people won't even take you seriously because of how you dressed, which is insane. I know it sounds crazy. crazy, but it's just a fact. It's the truth. Some people don't even like care to look your way to help you out with anything while you're running errands or whatever, because they look right past you because you're not dressed like up to par. You know, it's just a fact. Those who want to get mad can be mad. It's okay. Let me know what you think about Monique, the queen Monique, the icon Monique. Telling the girls, stop wearing bonnets out of the house. Stop wearing it to the airport. Stop wearing it everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you. God loves you. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications as well. Follow me on all my socials down below. And check out my earrings linked in the bio. All right. Later. Bye.